Pana
Hola,
pues sí,
Loki.
mano.
No.
Ahora un calendario, si yo empecé el 21 de abril.
Since you're so curious, I'll give you the whole story. This guitar was actually given to me as a birthday present by Kokolia a long time ago. I came up with the design, but I was never able to build it. Some of the raw materials were either too expensive or too hard to... Quick as lightning, always keeping her word. That was her way of doing things. Back then, I thought we'd be friends for life.
If it was a gift, why was it in Madame Cocolia's office?
I don't think anyone realized, but back then we were so close we didn't even differentiate between each other's possessions. We shared pretty much everything. We lived in the same dormitory, went to the same school together every day, ate together, whiled away the time together. That's how things were until the day we fell out. A lot of our shared possessions never left her office. I was always looking forward to the day she'd return this guitar. I thought that would be the day we could bury the hatchet. Now that I think about it. Perhaps. And that's the only Cocolia you guys ever got to know, huh? Always ahead of everyone else. She put it all out of her mind. Me and every memory to do with me. That's what makes it harder.
Let bygones be bygones.
How did the conversation get so heavy again? No good. You know something, Japard? That guitar case in your hand and my guitar? They're both from the same prototype. The super electromagnetic flux player.
I never knew your guitar had a connection to me, too. Quite the story.
Oh, that's a letter I was gonna send to my mom. There's nothing personal in it. Have a read.
You're still writing to Mom and Dad?
Only to Mom. You know, I still don't get along.
You know, Serval, if you're really leaving Belobog for a while...
Well, let's see. Ah,
It's a family heirloom. Belonged to Rhonda once. You should take care of it.
I wanted to keep it with me. But that's the problem with old things. The less you use them, the easier they break. Hey, wait a minute. Didn't I teach you a few machine overhauls?
Here we go. You don't have to do everything she tells you.
The principle behind this machine and the one you fixed when you first came to the workshop is the same. So, I'll leave this one to you. In return, how about I tell you the backstory behind it? I knew you were a reliable apprentice. Think about it. You helped me fix my machine the first time you came here, and now you're helping me the last time, too. That's called having a beginning and an end, right?
Well done for putting up with her for this long.
Wow, great job. Like as promised, its original owner was an ancestor. The records tell that during the
700? I'd take that with a...
the clipping. Oh, that? It's a botanical spell. As for the name...
Snowman's palm. And Little Lynxie is...
Ah, yes, yeah.
It's the only...
Hey! Anyway, that should be everything. Finally. I think I must have left cadet school with about...
No easy job. Do you really want...
Of course. What's wrong, Japar?
But before you...
Huh? Aha! You just want to spend as much time as possible with me before I go, right?
No, it's not that. I've heard there are a lot of old energy hubs in the underworld, and you're probably the only person in Belobog who knows how to inspect them. Since you're leaving one way or the other, why don't you do the people of the city one last favor before you go?
Even at a time like this, you're still thinking about the people. All right, I'll help you out. The first and last time...
Thanks, sis. If you have the time, could you accompany the garrison? You're Belobog's hero. I'm sure you must be popular in the underworld. The Silvermane guards will face less resistance if you come with us. Thanks.
I'm tired of packing. Let's leave it here for... I drank all the...
The thief has stolen parts again? How am I going to track? Oh, there have been a few unusual thefts. The vagrants say that the parts they worked so hard to obtain have completely vanished. They're worried that despite our investigations, no one has been able to track down the thief. What's even stranger is that the thief appears to be only interested in stealing parts and doesn't care about other valuable items. The vagrants had no choice but to ask Mr. Svarog to look into it, but he still hasn't found anything. I investigated the matter myself, but jeez. I'm back. But if you're willing to help look into this... Oh, I heard the vagrants on patrol last night. That sounds kind of... But actually... I think...
Wherever there is business, there is Sampo.
You're here. Thanks again for agreeing to this. You're not wrong. It's only been a few minutes. The highest priority for today is establishing good negotiations with the Chief of Wildfire. I'm about to get that process underway. Serval was...
Hold up, I wasn't that late.
Negotiations will be held in the Boulder Town Clinic. Serval and I are newcomers, so you'll have to lead the way. The underworld isn't exactly how I remember it.
Feels like we're not getting many friendly looks, huh?
Team is hiring.
Canelo, Canelo.
Well, well, well. I don't think our little clinic has ever played host to an occasion like this.
We meet again, Mr. Oleg.
Oleg will do, son. Oh, you. You probably won't know. Our young Silvermane friend here and I had the pleasure of speaking to each other at a certain Guardian succession ceremony. We're not complete strangers. But as for this young lady...
The name's Serval. I'm, an ex-engineer from the technology division, and...
Likewise, miss. The more the merrier. And it's good to have you here again. It bothered me and Natasha that we never arranged a formal welcome for you. Once we're...
We'd be honored. But to your point, Oleg, let's finish our discussions first.
Quite right. Let's head inside. Too much commotion out here.
So she's your sister. The Landau family is full of talented young people, I see.
You're worried that Underworlders might still hold a grudge against the Silvermane guards. So you want to show your solidarity with the Trailblazers to build some trust. Seems like sound strategy to me.
Rebuilding trust between the two worlds has always been a priority for Lady Bronya. People here must have felt abandoned by the guards after the passage was sealed off. If we were to simply take over the underworld in the name of the Supreme Guardian, I can only imagine how people would react.
Seems like you have a good handle on the situation. I see now why you made captain at such a young age.
So, you're also saying the guards want to work with Wildfire and use our reputation to win back people's support, correct?
I wouldn't use those exact words, but that is more or less what we want to achieve.
If that's the case, I've got a question for you. Since this offer comes from those who left us to our fate for more than a decade, how would you react if Wildfire refused? Would you use force?
She's not trying to be diplomatic about it, is she? Who is she, anyway?
The barrier between the surface and the underground was the product of the former Supreme Guardian's misjudgment, and the policies that resulted from it. The people of Belobog should have stood together, but instead, we were made to blame and hate one another. Lady Bronya wants Belobog to heal, so the Silvermane Guards need to regain the people's trust. But we won't achieve that by kicking doors open and policing everyone around. As a grassroots organization, Wildfire did an extraordinary job maintaining order for over a decade, in the absence of the guards. I can only imagine how much work you put in to protect the underworld. I can assure you that the guards are not here to seize power. If it takes time for the people to trust us, so be it. We're willing to take small measures and serve as an auxiliary force to Wildfire to help maintain peace. I hope you can see that everything we do to rebuild trust and make Belobog work for all.
I swear, he never used to be this emotionally intelligent.
That's an answer I can accept. Oleg, what do you think?
I think there's no need for the guessing game to continue. It's obvious we share the same goal. With the help of Bronya, Serval, and Japard, we're one step closer to rebuilding a united Belobog.
I agree. Tell Bronya that Wildfire will work with the Silvermane Guards on security matters. However, things aren't simple down here. Please also tell her to draw up plans in case the situation demands...
Monsters! Monsters from the Fragmentum! They're swarming toward the town!
Bema. ¿Es alguien me ve? No, siempre hay una personita que me sé de dónde ni quién putas, pero bueno, ahí está la prueba. No hay nadie ahorita. No. ¿Cómo te extraño, señor desconocido? O desconocida. No. Ah, eso es horrible. Ah, ya. Listo.
Not good. Stay here, Natasha. The patients need you. The soldiers and I will handle this.
Understood. We'll be counting on you.
Everyone rushed outside. I should probably see what's happening.
Está bueno.
Please, help my friends!
What happened?
The monsters invaded the mine, otherwise those things...
Don't worry. The Silvermane guards are trained for these situations.
Literalmente
Where do we find
tiene toda la gente del subterráneo, la crioguardia y quién más tiene, no nada, y una ex policía.
Grapevine! The one with the big ore vein!
Understood. I'll send my men to set up a perimeter and start the rescue operation right away. Mr. Oleg, please entrust the Silvermane guards with the rescue. The defense of Boulder Town will need Wildfire's expertise. Watch out for ambushes and be ready to receive wounded soldiers.
You're a natural-born commander. Understood. Leave it to me, son. Your troops will be unfamiliar with the layout of the mine. I'll send some of my men to be your guides.
Thank you. In the name of the preservation, I promise we'll do everything we can to save lives. I'll go on ahead and lead the troops to the mine. Catch up to us when you can.
When do we go home, Brand?
I couldn't get a word in while they were talking. A duty-bound soldier and a resistance leader. It's hard to be rock and roll in front of people like that. You know, maybe I need to put my inner struggles in a broader context. You're right. I've probably been idle for too long. It's easy to get stuck in your own head. It's just... I see people fighting for their lives, and here I am thinking about how to escape. Wait a minute. Was that Japard's plan all along? Use guilt to make me stay? That's true. Anyway, since he asked for help, it's time to give those monsters a shock. You know the way to the Great Mine, right? Let's catch up with Japard when you're ready. That's all you needed to say.
Cuántico. Cuántico. Fuego, aire.
Put all artillery units on standby. Wait for my command to bombard enemy positions and cover our infantry advance. We have a choke point here. Tell all infantry units to switch to double line formation. Close quarters in front, gunners behind. Remember, get the wounded out as soon as possible, and always secure your flanks before advancing.
Yes, sir.
Ah, you're here. Get ready. We need... The back of the mine has been secured, which gives us a forward base to send in supplies. The Silvermane Wildfire Combined Regiment is conducting rescue missions as they advance. The battle is fierce. I need to get to the front line. I'll leave the command post.
I don't know much about warfare, but I don't see why a commander needs to lead the charge. The situation here is totally different from the restricted zone. Japard, let me and him clear the way for you. You should stay in your command post.
Thanks, Serval, but please trust my judgment on this. I made a promise to Mr. Oleg to save as many people as possible. I have to see to it myself.
¿Quién le daría la guardia encargada del mundo subterráneo?
There's no stopping you once you've made up your mind. Fine. We'll do it your way.
Let's move out. We need to clear a way for Wildfire and the guards. Civilians, please go to the bridge immediately. The Silvermane guards have set up a defensive perimeter. You'll be safe there.
There's a monster heading this way.
Bring it down.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Gotcha! That'll take more. You're in that shape.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Wait for the tiles before you start counting.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Naughty till nap time.
You've made it easy for us, but we can't let our guards down. It's safe here, but Let's move on.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike.
We're just having fun.
Try this on for size.
Time for a shot. You're in bad shape.
Lands at the ready. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Savor the vigor of it.
Finish! Not a scratch.
Uf.
A delicate operation.
Japard, look. The miners have put up a makeshift defensive line.
Are you?
That's right.
The Silvermane guards and Wildfire are working together now?
Eso.
Oh, civilians. Ah, my brother went after her, but they haven't.
Understood. I'll bring them back. The guards and Wildfire.
Thank you.
Oh no!
Leave the battle to us.
Okay.
Luke, luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Good. The stronger, the better.
Better late than never. All better now? Tasty.
Indestructible.
Wait for the tiles before you start counting.
We're just having fun.
Naughty children, you're in bad shape.
Try this on for size.
Time for a shot. Here comes the medicine.
Defend the weak.
That's darling. You have to choose.
No se puede tocar.
Sounds like more business, Nagi.
All better now?
Nice teamwork.
Look at the tail. Please, 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 please. Better late than never. Play hard, win big.
We're just having fun.
Naughty children, don't listen. Here comes the medicine. Tasty. Don't need this style.
I'm on guard.
Try this on for size.
Time for a shot.
Ya, porque no les gusta la cuántica, porque es que es muy... Acá no.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
I owe you one. Lance at the ready.
Sounds like more business.
Let's keep searching for the missing girl and the miner.
Is it me or is it cold here?
Found. When the odds are against you, cut your losses. This hand sucks.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Look at the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory!
We're just having fun.
That'll take.
You're in bad shape.
I'm okay.
I'm for the Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of it.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Don't need this style.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Nap time.
We're just having fun.
Better late than never.
We're just having fun. Try this on for size.
Naughty children, you're in bad shape.
A delicate operation.
Come on. Wait for the tiles before you start counting. Don't need this style.
We're just
Lamps
having
ablaze.
fun.
Flaming wind. Forward!
Sampo Koski always.
Savor the vigor of it.
Look at the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory! The odds are against you.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Try this on for size. Hey, watch the face.
Time for a shot. You're in bad shape.
Indestructible.
That'll nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Better late than never. I'm for the pants. You're in bad shape.
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Icon.
We're just having fun.
You two, it's too dangerous here. Find the Silvermane guards and Wildfire at the bridge. They'll protect you.
Okay. Zeno, take my hand. Let's get... It's so cool.
The monsters have gotten stronger somehow.
Thank goodness we got here in time.
And that's one brave little girl.
Huh? I wouldn't go that far. I only had Dad to deal with. He could be fierce, but nothing like the moth sides. My problem with him wasn't that he was a strict father. I just couldn't believe that he never lifted a finger to oppose vowing to protect the Underworlders in one breath, and then deciding they deserve to be abandoned in the next. Family code of conduct. What a joke.
Father was a soldier. He wasn't supposed to question. Never mind. I know I sound like I'm defending him, and I don't want to make you angry. At least now we've got the chance to...
I'm angry just thinking about it. Looking back, I'm glad.
Running away doesn't solve the problem. It's been ages since you two had those fights, but you still can't let it go. You need to walk out of his shadow. I'm not trying to change your mind. I just want to know that your choice to leave this planet is a result of having thought things through.
My choice.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Let's focus on the business at hand. That miner we met said his brother
Okay. Be careful, though. It could mean something we haven't encountered before is waiting for.
Hey, did
Kind of. There was one on... Speaking of which, you came from that direction, right? See. Ah, thank goodness. I chased the monster too far.
They'll be okay now. You should head back to the bridge, too. The guard...
Ah, thank you. All of you. I heard there's a powerful monster.
Thanks for the intel. I think he was right about the monster. You two, I've seen this type of monster a few times. Wait, don't get too close. Something's not right.
Huh?
These monsters are usually eager to fight. You're guaranteed a fierce battle if you see one, but this one doesn't seem concerned about us. I'm not sure either.
The air... It's so...
Stellaron promises.
Did it just talk?
Steady. Get ready to counter...
Can Japard not hear that?
Japard. Serval.
Did it just say Japard and Serval?
That noise! Do fragmentum monsters
Talking? I just hear white noise. Wait. You understand it?
Our names?
I heard rumors about this kind of monster. Shadows in the fragmentum that assume if the rumors are true.
Kalia, you just won't stop haunting me. I try everything to put the past behind me, and yet you, Kalia, you witch! You've terminated my research and ruined.
Calm down, Serval. It's just a fragmentum illusion.
All that time we've spent together, was any of it real? It was so easy for you to just leave this world behind. Don't you at least owe me an explanation?
Serval!
Londo, stand down. There is no place for you.
Sister, I know you want Madame Cocolia to respond, but this thing in front of us is our enemy. Fight with us, sister. Let's dispel the shadow of the... Of course. If you're not yet able to come, then he and I will fight for you. Until your heart is ready.
I'm sorry, brother. I always make you worry when things get. I see what you're doing. Reverse psychology, huh? Well, seeing Cocolia. Let's settle this.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Good. The strong. Try this on for size.
I'm okay. Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Don't need this style. Luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory! Tasty.
Lance at the ready. Defend the weak.
Better late than never. I'm for the chance.
Sampo Koski always takes.
Here comes the medicine.
I owe you.
I'm on guard.
Wait for the tiles before you start.
Try this on for size.
You're in bad shape.
Lance at the ready.
Don't need this style.
Sounds like more bit.
Naughty till next time.
I'm on guard. Finish!
That's the set. Fights are like gambling. You have to.
Serval, why do you have to stand?
The temperature is returning to normal. The monsters, I think it's safe to say that the shadow of Madame Cocolia was the... Whatever the case, we've managed to avert a crisis. Indeed it was. It would have taken us much longer.
I feel like something. All that noise before. I see. You were anyway.
I'm happy for you, Serval. It's not easy to... Looks like we accomplished our mission. I need to get back to the guards. You two should head over to Natasha's place. And
Sure. Come find us.
It's getting late. Where to now?
I see. Thanks for bringing me up. All in all, I owe everyone a big thank you. It would have been much thanks to Captain Japard, we managed to keep our losses to a minimum. I'm sure people will begin to... How can...
You're too kind. They deserve the real credit.
Sounds like you went through a lot of danger. Are you hurt, Miss Serval? I can have a look if you like.
I'm alright, don't worry. Everything worked out eventually.
Miss Natasha.
Is that Japard?
Mr. Oleg has a pretty good handle on what's needed in the mine. He's arranging for rescue teams and supplies to be sent over. He won't be back for a while.
Looks like you guys have the situation under control. Thank you. I'd love to sit down and chat with all of you, but I still have a backlog of patients to see. Oh, there was a girl and her brother who said you saved their lives. You might want to...
Natasha's right. We should make sure those children are all right.
Come on, drink it up and you'll...
But there's smoke coming out of it.
It's you. You saved us from the mon... If you hadn't been there, we would have... I'll think of a way to repay you. Thanks. We can manage our daily...
Mom and Dad went somewhere far away.
So, you're looking after your brother on your own?
Not really. It's my responsibility as a sister. I'm just worried that with all these... My brother is too young to survive in the underworld. To think...
The misjudgment of the former Supreme Guardian isolated the underworld for more than a decade. With that isolation, but under Lady Bronya's leadership, the Silvermane Guards will atone for past mistakes and bring relief to the people.
Captain Japard...
Taking care of yourself is hard enough under these circumstances. Let alone if you have a brother to... Zeno, right?
Yes, Mr.
You're still young, so you need to stay under your sister's wing. But when you grow up, remember to be there when she needs you, and listen to her when she feels vulnerable.
Okay, sir. I'll protect my...
Thank you, Captain Japard.
You know, we're pretty good at turning a happy reunion into a tear fest. If you're not too tired, Japard, can I talk? What you said back there.
Of course I did. And it wasn't some last-minute speech. We can't always face problems alone and build walls to keep people...
I know what you're up to.
Huh?
You made it sound like you were talking to those kids. Who's building that wall now?
Well, Landau just called out...
Change of plan. I've decided to stay in Belobog.
Serval, I just want you to know that I would have supported your decision.
I know that, Japard. What you said was the last piece of the puzzle for me. I suddenly realized that my decision to leave was just being... I've always found it hard to handle complex relationships. The first thought I have when things don't work out is to run away. After all.
Right.
If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have had any idea about the hardships people were going through in the underworld. I have one last thing that I might need your help with. I want to see the Stellaron.
Say no more.
Oh, but before that, I need to go back to the workshop and get... It's all right. I've got Japard with me. this the Stellaron imprisonment device? They had...
This is where Madame Cacolia died.
She gave something back in death. I wanted to come here to perform for Cacolia. I'm glad you guys are here to witness it. Not the nicest spot for a show. And the equipment could be better.
The stage is yours, sister.
Look at me, Cacolia. Don't you dare look, because I will no longer live in your shadow!
Happy?
Happy. I just wish I could have seen the look on her face. Shame. Well, that's all from us for tonight. Let's go to old Gerda's place.
So, you're getting the tab?
It's getting late. Where to now?
You can't get anything done if you get scared so easily.
Heavens ablaze. Flaming wind. Forward!
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while. Try this on for size.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Favor the vigor of it.
I'm on guard.
Wait for the tiles before you...
Sounds like more business.
Yo gasté.
Yo lo que haces.
Me quedaron
Bueno,
18.
me quedé en este Genchi, no mentira, de Honkai Impact.
Pero bueno, Moti, ¿qué te digo, Moti? Mira que, bueno, ya te indico. Pero yo siento que es lo mismo, o sea, yo siento que está igual.
No, yo no
No
sé.
sé si da más experiencia o no.
Da más experiencia.
¿De qué están
Sí o sí
hablando
da
ahí?
más experiencia. En el mundo simulado. Y yo ya me lo pasé. ¿Tú en qué nivel vas? Del mundo. ¿Ya te lo pasaste todo?
Estoy en el 6.
Yo ya me pasé el 6 así. Nice. Y como consejo, porque yo probé todo, te digo que te lo pases con abundancia. Está
The
súper
odds are
easy
against
pasárselo.
you.
Yo me lo estaba pasando con cacería o con conservación, pero yo no llevé healer para pasarme eso. Yo llevé fue así.
Conservación es el de los escudos, ¿cierto?
Sí.
Sí, pero yo.
No, conservación no. Yo iba a reminiscencia, me lo pasé con todo con reminiscencia. Y no se movían, o sea, mantenían congelados. Iba con personajes de hielo, pero en el mundo 6 hay un personaje, un jefe, que es inmune al hielo, entonces ese sí me tocó.
No, pero no, o sea, es que reminiscencia es como para el 4. Ya del 5 y el 6 quizá tienes que ir o sea, es más fácil que se pueda usar, porque carta te daba negativo. Y lo que hace Cocoon también te pone negativo.
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Pero hay dos cartas. Una que es por cada carta de abundancia, te aumenta la vida 5%. Y o sea, quedas con más de 3000 de vida. Mis hachas
cuesta 40 puntos de poder. Ahorita mismo me lo acabo de pasar, jefe. Dice 200 de experiencia. Esta es lo mismo. Si tú te juegas una de farmear ítems de 10, cada 10 te dan 50. Entonces 40 puntos serían 200.
Bueno, yo miré eso, veía que te daban más experiencia. Y de hecho, yo busqué un video y ahí decían que daban más experiencia en el en el coso. Sí, bueno, pues yo no sé. Con tal es que yo también lo sentí. O sea, yo estaba mirando videos porque yo estaba buscando cómo hacer el espejo nivel 13, porque pues yo ya voy en el 14, pero es que el 13 me lo pasé con 2 estrellas. Yo pues estaba buscando eso y pues de repente me salió eso del universo simulado y decían que era worth gastar eso ahí por los artefactos, pero pues me daba más experiencia. Y pues yo en lo personal, yo siento como que tuviera más experiencia en el mundo. Yo no sé si lo mismo, pero yo lo sentí que si ganaba más experiencia, no sé.
No, relax, o sea, no pasa nada, pues si así lo pensaste y lo sentiste, pues de pronto sí puede ser que sí.
Pero no porque si tú estás leyendo ahí que queda 200, pues no, pues da lo mismo entonces. Pero pues yo sí lo sentía, era como de que...
Pero yo sí me fui más puntualmente por los materiales de ascensión, por los materiales de rastros y cositas así. Porque pues dije, bueno, si voy a gastar, pues gasto en eso. Entonces me gasté en eso y ahorita estoy quemando toda la resina que me queda, pero solo en... La resina la estoy quemando en mejoras. Y lo otro lo estoy usando para... los cositos que ya me dieron, los estoy usando para el universo simulado. Porque yo el universo me lo pasé así derecho sin cobrar nada. Entonces, ahorita que ya puedo, digamos, reclamar cosas doradas, ahorita sí lo estoy haciendo.
Ah, pues mira, yo te recomiendo que en el universo simulado lo que hagas es comprarte en la tienda de Herta, cómprate el avalorio de cacería. Está súper roto con Silly.
muy tarde.
¿Cuál te compraste?
Adivina,
El de tanque.
tampoco.
¿El de destrucción?
Tampoco.
¿Qué? Lo que estás haciendo en deseos.
Sí.
No, troleaste, pero de una manera increíble. ¿Tú te imaginas? Mira, te voy a decir. Un amigo buscó, yo no sé cómo hizo para mirar, y las personas que están usando Silly, ahí muestra de que el coso de arma que más están utilizando es el de cacería de ahí.
Sí,
Yo me
yo sé que
compré.
de pronto sí la habré cagado bien feo, pero pues bueno, ya ni modo.
Sí, pues ya ni modo, pues o sea, igual lo vas a poder farmear. Te vas a demorar ahora, es la diferencia. Pero,
Un montón,
pero ahórrate eso, ahórrate eso. Cuando te compres el de cacería y lo subas a nivel 5, porque lo puedes refinar. Yo ya tengo, digamos, por ejemplo, el de destrucción a nivel 5, digo 4, pero es mi Clara la que está usando eso, porque yo en ese momento yo no tenía así. O sea, y aparte pues ya le salió el arma, yo ya para qué lo quiero eso. Entonces, tal vez más adelantico ahorro para ese. Pero por ahora no quiero ese de cacería. O sea,
no, a mí me da igual, la verdad, estoy chilling. Ya después sí me preocupo. O sea,
sí,
ya cuando sienta que no avanzo, ahí sí me empiezo a preocupar. Y veo si de pronto le meto alguito, unos tiros o algo. Es que el problema es que yo con los gechas tengo una suerte del culo, entonces por eso no me azarro tampoco. Yo ahorita, espérate, te digo cuál le tengo. A ella le tengo uno que dice que tras entrar en combate la velocidad del portador aumenta en un 8%.
no. Mira, deberías... ¿De cuáles tienes?
Solo ese.
Ah, de puta.
No, y si vieras, yo a Jimeco la tengo con un 3 estrellas. No, es que yo soy de malas para esta mierda, o sea, uy, tenaz. Necesito, un día de estos te paso mi cuenta y le haces unos tiritos, Moti. Voy a guardar
Sí, le guardé los tiros.
Sí, claro.
No, pero marica, Himeko es buena.
No, yo no estoy diciendo que sea mala, weón. Yo estoy diciendo que no tengo cono de luz para ella.
Ah.
Yo siento que Himeko es muy buena.
Sí, a mí me gusta muchísimo.
Es demasiado buena, pero ¿sabes qué? Lo chistoso, son Tripper hacen nada. Adivina que me salió de erudición.
¿Qué?
Pues adivina.
Pues ni siquiera sé quiénes son los de erudición. ¿Te salió Himeko o qué?
Me salió Himeko de nivel 5 en el cono de luz.
Ah, qué bueno, weón.
Marica, yo me pregunté, yo ¿pa' qué puta es eso? Eso es como que, marica, yo era como que, o sea, yo pensando como que, ¿cuál le tendrá zona a Himeko?
A mí de 5 estrellas de conito sí me salió uno, ¿ves?
¿Cuál?
Pero fue el de Bronia, creo.
No. Marica, pues, o sea, ahorita están diciendo que Brona estaba re rota, weón. Todos los personajes, armonía y yo estuve pillando la Bronia que, o sea, como en esa cosa que le permite uno colocar los personajes de otros. Estuve probando y todo, pero no le pillé la forma, weón.
No, pero es que Bronia es como Asta, vos Asta tampoco te gusta, weón.
Para nada.
Asta es muy bestia, weón.
Sí.
Ve, Moti, entonces, espérate, irás.
Do you want to enter the
Te lo voy a
Forgotten
revisar.
Hall?
Ya que ya la cagué, voy a decir que tengo. Yo tengo ese, y aparte de ese tengo uno en el que sale este man, ¿cómo es que se llama? Dangen.
Utiliza ese es bueno.
Aumenta el ataque del portador en un 16%. Si hay 2 o menos enemigos en el campo de batalla, aumenta la probabilidad de crítico. Tengo esos dos. Sino que el otro pues me gusta es por la velocidad. Y que dice... No, el otro. El de Ángel aumenta el ataque, y si hay 2 o menos, la probabilidad de crítico.
Sí,
y el otro aumenta la velocidad, ¿cierto? En un 8, y pues yo tengo bastante velocidad. Y el daño lo aumenta en un 12. Entonces pues me gusta más porque 12 de daño pues es bastante. Y que aparte de eso, cuando me hacen daño, desaparece, pues supuestamente desaparece el efecto, ¿cierto? Del crítico, pero al comenzar el turno vuelve y otra vez está. Entonces, digamos que como que siempre está activo, pues, siento yo.
Pues mira, te voy a mostrar digamos, lo que tienes que compensar con esa falta de velocidad que tiene. Pero, por ejemplo, mira, yo tengo 120. Uso hasta, llego a 140. Lo máximo que puede llegar es a 160. Entonces, la 20 de velocidad, pero eso que esta no me va
O
a
sea,
mantener
espérate.
o sea,
Espérate.
dime.
Lo máximo de velocidad es 160.
160.
Si me paso de ahí, ¿qué pasa?
Pues yo no sé, esa es mi pregunta. Eso es lo que yo tengo ahí como,
O
no
sea,
sé qué pasa si supero esa velocidad, ¿sabes?
¿es
Porque
como un hard cap o es un cap
es un
soft?
cap, sí, yo
¿Soft
lo
o
que he
hard?
entendido es que es un cap de 160. A mí me dijeron, ayer yo me enteré de eso, porque yo ayer tenía más velocidad, pero tenía un poquito con menos de ataque y menos de daño crítico, y esto lo tenía en 70 y 56 de probabilidad crítica. Pero entonces hice unos cambios y me quedó así. Entonces estaba hablando con un amigo, pero me dijo, pero no te preocupes, el CAD de velocidad es 160. O sea, me toca preguntarle bien porque no sé. Pero entonces, mira, está a 20. Entonces, esto, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Que el cono de luz que tú tienes que usar es este. Mira, este. Cuando el portador usa la habilidad definitiva, la acción de todo se adelanta un 16%. Entonces te estarían dando un 36% de velocidad. Y si tú lo mejoras, eso es o sea, eso es un cono de luz muy pro para hasta. Lo que pasa es que yo en ese momento solamente tenía este. Y el otro que yo estoy usando es este, pero este es del pase, porque el pase como yo lo compré, pues yo estoy usando este, que no tenía algo mejor. Y
Ah,
estaba
¿cómo así?
utilizando...
Espérate, ¿cómo si ya tenés el del pase? ¿Te lo dan así rápido o cómo es?
No, yo ya pasé el pase. O sea...
¿Cómo? ¿A lo bien?
O sea, voy en el 38.
¿Y en dónde te lo regalan el coso?
No me lo regalan. Yo compré el pase para que me dieran, porque eso funciona como, mira, esas son como las armas de...
No, pero o sea, sí, por ejemplo, pero no es al final que te lo dan o qué?
No, es al nivel 30, igual que en esta vaina, ¿cómo se llama? En Henchi. Funciona igual que Henchi.
¿Es al nivel 30?
Ujú.
No sabía. No, es que como yo llegué tarde al juego, entonces no llegué hasta allá, yo como en el 28. Pero ¿cuál es el del que conseguiste vos del pase?
Yo lo leí y yo busqué videos, pero yo ya lo había elegido a este. Y siento que es muy bueno porque dice, cuando comienza la batalla, al empezar cada turno, el portador activa uno de los siguientes rastros. Funciona como sinfonías, algo así. No, sinfonías no, sino...
El de los, sí, el que ponía
melodías.
varias canciones.
Exacto, sí. Entonces, mira, este aumenta el ataque un 10%, o el daño crítico de todos los aliados aumenta un 12%, o te puede recuperar 6% ¿cómo es que se llama esto? De energía. O sea, cualquiera de esos tres por cada turno que ella inicia. O sea, Bronia, haz de cuenta que le toca el turno a Bronia. Me puede aumentar el ataque. Si no, me aumenta la energía. Si no, me aumenta el daño crítico. Cada turno que ella tenga. Dime.
Mira, que yo tengo es el de uno que me aumenta es el daño un 30% de la siguiente acción, pero la cagada es esa, es la siguiente acción. Y como hasta está por atrás, o sea, tengo que dejar hasta última, o sea, para que cuando inicie el otro turno inicie con el 30% del busteo.
Mira, te voy a mostrar.
Pero ya me tenés pensando con el cap.
Pues sí, no, pues eso fue lo que me dijeron, entonces yo dije, estoy bien. Fue lo que yo pensé en ese momento, entonces. Pero mira, Mejores conos de luz para destrucción es este. El que es pues, la tienda de Herta. Ajá. Sino el de cacería. El mejor cono de luz de defensa es este. Es este mismo, pero pues como tengo otro tanque, entonces pues lo uso acá. Le estoy subiendo a Gepard porque ya me gusta mucho el viajero. Parece que es un personaje demasiado roto. Entonces, mira, es demasiado roto y si tú buscas el de Gepard, prácticamente hace que casi que lo mismo, pero con más cositas. O sea, es más roto el de Gepard. O sea, si no tienes el de Gepard, este. No hay ningún cono de luz 4 estrellas fuerte para tanque. Yo creo que tú te viste la historia, donde sale una muchacha, bueno, no una muchacha, una muñequita de pelito rosado. ¿Sí viste que ella llega y ayuda cuando están matando a Katka?
And look at thee. The tracks stop. This is where the... Oh, okay, let's split up. It's, it looks in those tracks. Yes, this small robot. It's no...
Human. Injured. No. Hurt.
I don't know. It appears to be trying to say something. Human. Please, is it trying to say, please don't hurt me, human?
Human. Parts. Rivets. Need. Repair. Need. Parts. Need.
It appears to have a malfunction, but it seems that it needs these parts. And it's begging us not to hurt it. I've never seen a robot with this kind of malfunction before. What happened to it? Although the small robot appears to want to communicate, its speech is all. Perhaps there's an issue with its language module.
Run. Escape. Open.
It's running. No, we can't let it escape. What should we do? We gotta stop it. But please don't be too rough on it.
Metérselo, pero no metérselo.
Hurt. Pain. No. Hurt. Don't. Pain. Suffer. Sorry. Parts. Sorry.
Like delicate handling, you have to choose when to strike.
Try this on for size.
Sorry. Hurt. Suffer. Pain. No. Pain. Sorry. Sorry. Pain. Hurt. Sorry. Suffer. Sorry. Sorry. Pain. Sorry. Ouch. Pain. Sorry.
Why?
Sorry. Pain.
It seems to have stopped working. Was it begging for mercy? I'm not sure what happened either. I guess we should return this little fella and the parts. I think I can... I'll repair it. And if I can't, I'll ask Mr. Svarog for help. He always knows what to do.
Awaiting assessment of the robot's condition. Please wait, Clara.
While Mr. Svarog is assessing this little fella, let's give it a quick checkup ourselves. This paint job and these custom parts. But one thing is for certain. This little fella is not under remote control. Its design is, well, it really seems like something that was thrown together rather quickly. Is it a failed robot pet? But if it's a pet... I've heard that some vagrants in the dwelling keep the little robots they find as pets. Some vagrants also make modifications to their pets. Pets like that are pretty rare. But some of the folks who have them have formed a small community to share ideas. If my memory serves me right, the parts... This robot pet I'm sorry. This Jack's placement is... odd.
Assessment of the robot's condition is complete. The shell damage is estimated. The assessment concludes that a total recovery is impossible. It is recommended that the robot's external shell be removed and replaced, while keeping the outer circuitry and related transmission devices.
You can always rely on Mr. Svarog to come up with a brilliant idea. So, I guess we'll have to go find a new robot shell to fix it, right? There must be some... I'm gonna return the parts to... Really? Then, look for Toby at the front...
Hello, guests of Miss Clara. Please do as... Miss Clara has assigned me. Would you like to engage in super speed mode? If so, please confirm by spinning counterclockwise 10 times. Then clockwise by 270 degrees.
Wait for the tiles before you start counting.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Play hard, win big, don't need this style.
Sounds like more business knocking.
Reach the end of the store.
We have arrived at our first
Robot pet.
We are on our way. Caution! You have exceeded the speed limit. Please obey Belobog traffic laws. On the road, safety is the top priority.
Simple Koski always takes care of his friends. What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Naughty children, don't nap time.
I'm on guard.
We're just having fun.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Luck of the draw. Please, 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 please. Looks like victory! Wait for the tiles before you start counting.
Sampo Koski always takes care of his friends.
Time for a shot. Savor the vigor of it. Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to
Try this on for size.
We have arrived. This mission.
That is, however...
Your trip has concluded. I appreciate you putting your trust in... Toby. A 5-star review for this trip has been automatically generated for you. You're welcome.
Clara, it's time for a break. You shouldn't repair machines when you have negative emotions. It's bad for your physical and...
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. Oh, you're back already. How did it go? This shell, but it shouldn't matter. The structures of these small robots, I finished extracting that chip from the small robot. Now... Although its appearance has changed a lot.
Not compatible.
Huh? It's
incompatible.
What's going on?
Incompatible.
Risk level high. Clara, get away now.
Big brother, watch out! It's out of
Incompatible. You're in bad shape. Terminate.
Ew. Why did the...
Troubleshooting. Assessment. The system on the chip and the new hardware. The current issue has been resolved.
It appears to have adjusted to it, but I'd like to keep a closer eye on it for... I'm also curious about where this little fella... I need to look into something. Thank you, big brother. I'll text you, Mr. Sparrow.
Accessing named.
I should come back to Grit. It's getting late. Where to now? It's getting late. Where to now?
Ah, carajo. Esto se daño. A ver, esto va a ser un visaje.